Hello and welcome to Dread Skates. If you're just joining us, I am your eponymous host and #1 hub hater, Scott Dread. And today, as you may have guessed from the title card up there, we have something real special on the bench. But not going to reveal too much about that now, so let's dive into it. Hello and welcome back. Sorry with the intro, got a little bit weird there. Watched Bo Burnham's Inside and just weird editing wise. Anyway, let's get into it. So what is this, why you might want it, and how you can get one for yourself? So the easiest one to answer is, of course, this is an electric skateboard deck. Pretty easy to figure out. So what makes this special is that this has been customized by a company called Sender Skates. They have done the artwork here. They have done that custom urethane epoxy glass frit treatment over the top there. And this is a custom one-of-a-kind deck that basically you cannot find anywhere else. Now, that is not to say that you can't get generic designs from Sender Skates, but what they primarily specialize in is kind of these unique one-off custom boards with their own in-house artwork here. What's really cool about that is that the quality of these boards compared to something like getting like custom grip tape made is just unparalleled. Like, you look close, just the textures, like this is not just like a piece of like paper or something. This is an actual fabric art grade print on canvas that has been put over the deck, trimmed down, and then several layers of epoxy have sealed it in, and then the urethane and epoxy have been gone over that. So it is both stunning to look at and extremely hard wearing. Like, the little bits of frit on there, and this is not grip, this is actual glass frit. And yes, it does hurt my hand when I hit it. It is on there and it's not coming off. And in my opinion, also kind of with my experience with this type of top treatment, makes it a lot easier to clean as well, which is just kind of an unintended benefit there. Pretty much if I need to clean this thing off, all I gotta do is hit it with an air gun, or if you get some mud on there, you wait for it to dry, get like a paintbrush and just good to go. So as mentioned, this is done by a company called Sender Skates. Sender Skates was founded by a gentleman named Tim Diegman. Tim is a master craftsman, family guy, and e-skate enthusiast who got his start kind of doing these one-off boards on the e-skate forums not too long ago. I think it was like 2018, 2019 when this kind of started to take off, and basically built a company out of it from there. And they are most well known for doing the e-skate decks. However, they also do Crecoat treatments, the custom deck top artwork, and everything up to and including Detroit Super Soakers, just to name a few, which is pretty cool. So why would you want one of these things? I think that really comes down to personal preference. This was a gift from a very good friend, John, over at BayFPV. Give his channel a little look-see there if you're interested. Okay. But that's pretty much it. And I think that is actually the main draw, is that now with kind of these high-end boards and e-skate in general becoming a lot more mainstream, you don't want to have something that looks like everybody else's. You want something special and unique. And this pretty much is one of the only ways to kind of get that, outside of course doing it yourself. And there are tutorials on how to do this, but it is very time consuming, it's very messy, and the price for this treatment is relatively low. I think it's, depending on what you want, it can be under $200, not including the price of the deck, obviously. And honestly, it looks cool. It's like, you know, I'm not gonna lie, this is very much an aesthetic thing. Like, there isn't a lot of practicality to this outside of it being a little easier to clean, and you pretty much never have to change out the grip tape. It's just fun and it looks awesome. And that's part of the reason I did this video, so I can share this with you. So, you say, Dread, that's awesome, cool, you've totally sold me. How do I get one of these? Well, the first place to look would be down at Centerskate's website, which I'll have linked down in the description. From there, you can either purchase one of their on-hand boards and designs, or you can send your board into them and submit a design, and they will basically give that board the same treatment and then ship it back to you. They also work with a number of local and community artists to produce custom work as well. So like maybe you have kind of the idea for something, but you know, you don't have the talent to kind of put it to paper or, you know, Photoshop or whatever. They can work with you to come up with a custom design and then actually have an artist design that out for you. That is, I believe, a little bit more expensive, so something to keep in mind, but I think that's what this was as well. But basically the sky's the limit in terms of what types of design you can get on here. And so from there, there's another two options, and that is if you are buying from Cali NYC or Lacroix, you can, after purchasing one of those boards, reach out to either the service department at Lacroix or Ernesto and be like, hey, I want to get my deck senderized. What do I got to do that? And then generally they will start the process of either getting in touch with Tim or sending a deck out to him, and then figure out what design you want. And then they will send that back to either Cali or Lacroix, depending on which way you went, and then they will install that on your board before shipping it to you. What? Now, I have not checked on that lately, so I do not know that that is 100% still the case. As with everything, reach out to their customer service department to make sure that they are in fact still doing that beforehand. And that's pretty much it. I don't want to spend too much more time on this. This is just a really cool piece that I got from one of my friends, and I wanted to share it with you guys and the community at large for something they may not be aware of or maybe were curious about. As always, you know, leave comments down below if you have any questions. I'll do my best to answer everybody on this. I will be doing another video where I install this on my own Lone Star. I'm really looking forward to that, so stay tuned for that. And as always, you know, hey, if you like what we're doing here, maybe hit that thumbs up. And if you really, really like what I'm doing here, maybe think about subscribing and turning on notifications. Lets me know we're headed in the right direction and you want to see more of me. So until next time, stay safe out there, Blade Riders. Peace.